Welcome to week 11. We're going to talk about improving our individual workflow and increasing our happiness by de-stressing and getting more stuff done. Thank you for being here. We're going to focus on doing a meeting at the beginning of the week in Zoom to take a look at our GTD systems, our trusted systems, to get stuff out of our head so we are not reactive and we're more proactive to what we need to accomplish in our lives. Then we're going to be working on our blog post throughout the week. And lastly, at the end of the week, I want you to fill in the survey, which is at the bottom of the blog post. And of course, there's a video for each individual class so you know what your specific components are. What does your workflow look like? You know, your daily process, daily meeting, daily blog outline, rooms, and so on. And when I say daily, it could also be weekly. What do you think of this look? Or this look? Or this look? Or, oh, sorry, I had to go there. All right, let's review, take attendance every day, and our GTD review is that we want to have a mind like water. Mind like water, yes. And let's click here.
Right now, in terms of the long haul.
I want to go right. That's pretty close. Here we go.
At you, and by the way, it's coming faster and faster. That's what's new about the world, is how frequently everything is. Being ready for that. Basically, I refer to it, I use a martial arts term, as mind like water. A body of water responds to physical forces around it totally appropriate. It doesn't overreact, doesn't underreact. You throw in a pebble, it does pebble. Back to calm and balanced again. You throw in a boulder, what does it do? It does boulderness. It does it very dispassionately. It doesn't tense up before the rock hits it. It doesn't get all mad at the rock for having disturbed its calm life. Back to calm and balanced again. Now, out of these metaphors from nature, I've got a couple of lessons I've learned. Lesson number one is, hey folks, flexibility trumps perfection. Way, way, way beyond.
Okay, so we're going to move on, but I wanted you to think about that, like the calmness that comes from not being stressed out. Again, proactive. If something comes at you, you have a way of dealing with it, just like the pebble going into the water. Your trusted system, your inbox. You take something in inbox and then later on you decide, is it a project with multiple steps? Is it a next action that you could do? If it's less than 2 minutes, you do it right away. This structure, this process is going to help us have more control over our daily activities. Mind like water. Let's listen to this guy.
This is what it is, okay? I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Okay.
This is what it is, okay?
Bruce Lee has a pretty good perspective on that, and so I really appreciate that. Okay, now what you're seeing here is Trello, and this is the template for GTD. And the image that's in the background of the template was the image that you just saw repeatedly with the water. And I just like that analogy of being able to move through your day with some kind of control over all the chaos. Basically, the only constant is change. The inflexibility of the world moving around you is something that doesn't stress you out as much, that you can feel comfortable with things coming at you because you have a process to deal with it. That's the intention of this. Let's move on. Reminder, success comes from a good structure. In our class, the imaginary rooms are our structure for the different content that we work throughout the week, because that allows us to focus on time and intention. It's like going into a room for a certain amount of time. While you're in that room, you work on the material, and when you're done, you leave the room. Okay? It's about focus. One thing at a time. Okay? Set an intention and a timer. You hear that over and over again, but this is the key. All right. Autonomy, having control over your own process, your how, is what we're really focusing on, and that's our GTD. All right. Time for your daily dose. If you look at this, these are the different brain chemicals that bring happiness. Now take a look at this. And if we examine this, we can see that in the top here all these different things that are happening. If we're feeling these things, what we can do as part of a solution is look at the bottom of this visual right here. Look at dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, and take a look at what each one can do. And furthermore, if you look at patterns, see how exercise is in all of these? That's why it's important to get outside or go for a walk or do something physical regularly throughout your day, because it does activate these different chemicals. But I want you to dig into this and really think about it. Like, how do you help control your own happiness? Don't be a victim, be the protagonist of your story every day as best you can. And you have a lot of control just with these types of activities. Okay, and that comes from this article. You can check it out. Really neat website. The more we know about our process, the more we know about how we work, the more we can use that to our advantage. Okay, now let's review the blog post. This is last week's, but I have the current week's is in the class folder. And we can go out there. And just a review of what we're working on this week. Same thing I said at the beginning of the presentation. There it is. Yay. All right. Questions, resources. Thank you for watching.